This is your girl, J. Marie, host of the Dirty Pleasure Show. In case you're interested in supporting the show, you can head over to thedirtypleasureshow.com where you can pick up these tanks and t-shirts. The sweats and the leggings that are in the video, y'all, are not for sale.
Yo, 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 what's going on? We are back.
We're back. We're back.
Hold on one second. Let me get this girl up here. Malaysia,
There
what you
we
want?
go. There we go. And right in the nick of time.
Just right in the nick of time. She came through. But what's going on, everybody? This is the Dirty Pleasure Show in conjunction with eBlack TV. We're bringing you another web series. You want to talk about it?
Another web series. So this web series, y'all, is going to get into the gray area of relationships from your past to all kind of, we going everywhere with it. So that's the part that I think a lot of us deal with maybe and don't know it. So we definitely gonna dive into a lot of topics around that, and we're gonna dive into how you navigate that space too. So that's what this series is going to do. This specific episode, we just diving into the past part of things, how that affects you. So I'm excited.
So, have you ever been in the gray area, Jay Murray?
I've been in more gray areas than a little bit.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. I made the gray area.
What's the gray area?
Or
What's the gray area?
What is the gray area? Like, educate me.
The unknown. Okay, it's the unknown. It's that ambiguity that we run into. That's a big word. Okay, let me break it down. If it's a big word for y'all, let me say that. If it's a big word, I don't want to insult the audience, but it's the unknown. So we don't know when we're in that space where we don't know where we stand with the person we're with. If we think it's more than what it is, we reading too much into their intentions, or we're taking that potential and making it be more than what it is, and then we are confused when we don't see what we expect to see.
And sometimes and sometimes your gray area could be with the stuff that you're confused with. Sometimes your past can make you confused about having a good choice in your sexual partner.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Definitely, if you've got baggage in different situations that you haven't handled or that you haven't worked through, you bring that baggage with you to your next relationship, and it becomes a baggage claim after that. Then you trying to figure out which way, what to throw out, what not. But if you're doing it in the midst of a relationship or in the midst of some situation that you think is a relationship, that's probably not the best place to do it.
And today we're talking about I was a freak in my past. And speaking of freaks, Asia, would you like to speak on this particular topic? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like that. Like if you wanted to speak about I was a freak, you can go ahead. I'm not meaning that you was a freak. But if you was a freak, you can let me
Not
know.
that I have a great deal of experience in that.
Put that label on you right away. I think it was the hair.
What?
He's stereotyping redheads. I'm pretty sure.
No. No. I mean, if I'm comfortable with the person, there's got to be like a bond, like just in general, just a freak off the top. Nah, I ain't giving you all that.
Now
I'm vanilla. I'm vanilla over here.
Now we know my Asia, but I want to introduce everybody to. Well, let her introduce herself. Talk about your channel, speak your name, let us know, Anna Gayla.
We talking to you, man. We talking to you. Miss Diva Speaks.
I have to introduce myself when I'm the guest. Oh my God. Y'all are pro. Okay, my name is Angela Potarel. I am the owner, founder, and the diva of the Diva Speaks Relationships brand, platforms, channels, Roku channels, all of that. I stick to topics on and about relationships. I do not deviate from it. So it gives me great pleasure to be here with you guys, diving into other aspects of relationships, going into the bedroom, talking about those taboo topics that I haven't been bold enough to approach. But in
Really?
addition to the channels and being on television, I also have therapeutic card games because I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
therapeutic card games that helps couples when they are entering into, I guess we could classify it as some of the gray areas,
Mm-hmm.
crisis,
Mm-hmm.
or when that women's intuition kind of kicks in for us and we say, something's not right. I don't have any evidence quite yet, but I know I need to start talking to my man.
Mhm.
Start talking, so I've developed some tools for my audience to help them navigate those difficult or processes in gray areas. So
So
yeah.
I'm going to be dropping the link to her channel in the chat.
Card
This
game?
is also her website. So if you like to check her out, probably purchase some services. She is a very awesome person, individual, and content creator.
Thank you.
I appreciate her for pulling up to. She burned
Pulling
say,
up to the Dirty Pleasure Show, pulling up to the Dirty Pleasure Show because we finna get into it.
And
yeah.
I put it in park. Yes.
So okay, I was a freak in my past.
That's an
How
admission, or are you talking about the topic?
I was talking about the topic, but I was a freak in my past. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was a stone cold freak. I ain't
Stone
gonna lie.
cold.
I'm
Stone cold.
I'm retired. I don't my jerseys in the Raptors. You know, I got my MVP trophy. I'm done with the game. But
Ooh.
I was a freak in the past, and the reason why I like this topic is because I want to really first start off by separating, I guess, sexual trauma from like explorative behavior. Like a lot of times when we talk about being a freak, we like, okay, well, I was a freak, and we always associate that terminology with trauma. Can you be say a freak and not have trauma? Could you
Yes,
have explorative behavior?
absolutely. But I think I forgot which one of you guys was talking about. It has to be with the right person. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
talking about freaks, I've no, J. Marie.
I just was looking to the
I'm
side.
the closest like I've ever been, and I hate to say this because I got something special going on in my life right now, so I don't want to be disrespectful to my current, love
Yeah.
and what I got going on. But I
But
will
we're not
say,
gonna tell him. We're not gonna tell him.
I know, and it's your past. It's your past.
okay, but
So we good?
yeah, I hope we are, because if not, I'm screwed. But I think in order for some of us women to tap into that freak side, it's all about being comfortable with that man and
Very much so.
feeling like nothing is off the table. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I've only had like one guy, and I hate to say this, I've only had like one guy my entire life, and I'm 50 years old, that I actually felt free enough to do anything. And when I say anything was the limit, he could have asked. I mean, we're not talking about dogs or bestiality or anything, like crazy over the top.
Okay.
But I was literally free. I felt freaky with him. It was nothing to initiate. It was nothing to like just walk around in your birthday suit and try little different things, just, make love with nothing but my heels on.
I mean,
That
you're
was,
not
but
wrong.
again, I say the freakiness was related to how comfortable I was with that man and how
Yeah.
at ease and in my feminine, what we call now my
Feminine
feminine
energy.
energy with this guy. So if you want, I would say, if you really want the freak out of some women, you got to make that woman feel like you're that dude, like loved, not judged, that you're going to support her, even if she tries to do a backflip in the bed and she fails, baby, I got you, we're going to try this again. That's just my humble opinion.
Yeah. So my Asia, let me ask you, my Asia, let me ask you this. Do you think bad sex
Oh,
can be considered trauma?
It's traumatic. It's a traumatic experience.
Okay,
Um,
because like I said, I want to separate bad sex and past sexual activity versus trauma.
yeah,
Because like I said, when you talk about being a freak in the past, we always say, "Oh man, I had sex with these guys, and that was very traumatic." And sometimes I had these experiences, but was that more or less bad sex, or just being
right.
explorative versus being actual trauma, being in situations that are traumatic?
I think trauma is more of something like you didn't necessarily want to do it.
Hmm.
Maybe you felt pressured into doing it, or you were in a space where you traded it for what love or something like that. I think that would lead to trauma. But just a guy that you just want to be intimate with, and then he turns out to suck in bed, I don't see that as trauma. That's just a bad sexual experience.
Hmm.
Trauma is literally, there's things going on psychologically where this isn't a space you want to be in, but you do it anyway.
TheDirtyPleasureShow.com.
I am your AI baddie for the Dirty Pleasure Show. We couldn't have you here without showing you some of our favorites. Follow us on social media, share or repost, grab some merch, whatever way you want to support the show. See you on the YouTube side.